Hey there, today I'll be showing you how to draw baby Dory from Finding Dory. So we start by drawing a big circle for her eye. Starting from the top, we'll work our way down to the bottom and back up to the top again. So we'll work our way around, drawing a big circle, then back up to the top. From here, let's go ahead and draw in the iris. So up here, we're going to draw in a circle on the top left corner. So it's going to be a little bit smaller than the eyeball itself. So starting on the side, we're just going to work our way around and back up to the top. Like that. And then up here on the corner here, we're going to draw in a highlight circle. So a smaller circle right up here. Now inside this iris, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the pupil, but it's going to tuck in underneath this highlight. So what we'll do is we'll start on the side here. We want to make sure that we get an even space between the pupil and the iris. So this white space around here, we want to make sure it's consistently the same all the way around. We're going to go ahead and color this inside area in black. So now that we got the eye, let's give a little bag underneath this eye. So we're just going to draw a curve underneath the bottom of the eye. So starting at the top left, we're going to curve down and curve back up on the right. So it's a little bit tighter on the outside than it is in the middle here. Let's go over to the right side and draw the profile of the face. So starting just above the eye line up here, we're going to draw the little socket for the right eye. So we're going to curve in and go out. Now this is where the beak of the mouth is, and it's going to come around the mouth. So we're going to draw in the mouth first. So up here on the left, we're just going to draw a little curve, a little smile line. And then from here in the middle of this line, we're just going to curve down and then back up. This is for the top of the mouth. And then from that same starting point, we're going to curve down. And then we're just going to tuck this in underneath that line. So there's a little bit of an overlap there. Let's go ahead and give the tongue. So up here, we're just going to draw a little curve like that. Now from here, we want to probably draw in the eyeball on the right side. So we want to try to get that same distance here on this side, but maybe a little bit smaller. Starting from the top, we're going to come down a little bit and draw a curve going to the outside of the eye and then to the bottom. Now under here we have the little bag, so we're going to have to draw a little bit on this side as well. So up here, just draw a little curve like this. Now we're going to start by drawing in the iris and the pupil. So up here we're just going to tuck it in underneath this profile of the face here. So what we can do is we can start at the bottom, curve around, and sort of taper out so that it gets a little bit narrower on the side here. Just draw the little highlight. So we're going to tuck the highlight in behind the profile of the face as well. So up here, I'm just going to draw like a half circle. And then we're going to draw in the line for the pupil. So up here, we're going to again trace around and just kind of make it a little bit smaller than the iris area and color this in black. Okay, so we got the eyes. Let's get into the rest of the body. So up here above this eye, we're going to draw the little brow area. So starting up here, we're just going to draw a curve going into the eye. So up and then in. You see that it goes over this curve. Now from here, we're going to draw the top of the body. So from here, we're going to draw an overlap. Draw a curve coming down to the back area for the tail. So up here, just draw a curve going up and then back down in the back area here. Now this is where we're going to flip it up to create the tail. So from this point, we're just going to curl around and curve up to the back edge of the tail. From here, let's curve the back end of the tail here. So from this top, we're just going to curve down towards the bottom. Now this area here, we want to curve around the face, and we're going to have to eventually meet up, but there's a little fin here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here and round out the front of the cheek and then come around the belly area, coming up, and right about here, I'm just going to stop it right there so I have room for the fin. Let's draw that fin. So here, I'm going to draw an overlapping curve. So coming up here, drawing a curve like this. We're going to draw a curve going back, but we're not going to close it off at the end. So we go out, and then curve it back in like this. Here, let's draw in a few stripes. On the back of the fin, I'm going to draw a little curve, and we'll draw it twice, so we can have a little bit of color difference inside. Inside this front area, I'm just going to draw a few little lines just to show some of the fin detail. And then this line for the belly, I'm going to continue up here, and just behind this fin, I'm just going to let it vanish off like that, because this bottom of the fin here is going to curve and get tucked in underneath that line. Let's go ahead and draw in some more detail. So on the back of the fin, at the top, draw a little curve like this. And now, like we did here on the fin, we're going to draw in some stripes. So what I want to do is take this line, find the halfway line. Draw a line going right into this curve, and then I'm going to split this and just draw in some curves like this. So it's all curving with the shape of the fin. So just sort of aiming in towards the middle like this. So it's all starting to get smaller as we go in. On the side here, she's got this little oval. And draw a little oval like this. And then now from here, there's a little curve pattern that goes around the eye. So down here, I'm going to draw a curve. And then I'm going to go around the eye. Just follow along the eye and then come down to like there. From here, I'm going to curve this back for some color separation. Up here, we're going to do the same thing. So curving this up to the top of the head. Let's draw in the back dorsal fin. So up here on the back, I'll draw a little curve going into the head. And then we're going to curve this all the way up and then just taper to the top of the head there. Up here, we're going to draw a few lines. So just a few stripes going across that fin. This. And there's one tiny one down here, so I'm going to draw an angled line and curve this underneath the fin and then continue at the front and just taper it out. And we'll draw a few lines in behind. And that is pretty much it. There's baby Dory from Finding Dory. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.